Hey everyone, it's LS, and this is another S-VOD review, Cloud9 versus Afreeca, game number 3. Tom Kench, Aurelia banned away by Cloud9, Afreeca in Nocturne, and the submarine type engages that can be offered. Afreeca picking Galio despite Nocturne already being picked. Galio cannot ult through Darkness, or whatever the hell the name of the ability is. Is it Paranoia? I think it's Paranoia. Okay. Aatrox now being banned away. And Sivir as well. And it could be a potential wasted top lane ban if that Shen is just going to end up going top. Xayah and Kai'Sa being banned away. Kramer ends up picking up that Varus. Also should note that Kramer's Ezreal is really good. So I don't know why they're trying to pinch ADCs. Especially because Kramer has not looked too fantastic on any of the ADCs he's been playing so far this series. Cloud9 locking in Lucian. So again, another lane bully, another aggressive type of champion. And they've been keeping this sort of a theme throughout all 3 games now. And Afreeca insta-locking the gangplank and sending it top. So they reserve that counterpick top lane yet again for Keen, and he finds himself having a really nice matchup. So let's talk about something now. What is the first thing that you notice on Afreeca's team composition? Scaling. And what's the thing that you notice on Cloud9's team composition? Mid-game explosion. Their first core items are so important for 4 of their champions. Okay? Now, in terms of gold efficiency, if they don't have a lot of gold, Ornn is really, really strong, Lissandra can be really strong, and then Nocturne is situationally strong, depending on what's going on. But no matter what, Cloud9, they go right off a cliff after 2 items. All of these champions go right off a cliff, at least against this team composition, after 2 items. All Afreeca needs to do is stabilize and make the game go to 25-27 minutes. If they can do that, and the fact that they have red side, they're going to be able to turtle the red side jungle. It's going to be impossible for Cloud9 to actually penetrate it. And then with an Ornn as your main split pusher, it's too difficult for Svenskeren to actually reliably back it up and create kills on the side lanes without potentially risking something. Although he is trying to use Paranoia on a gangplank, so I guess if Svenskeren's really, really big, then it doesn't matter that it's an Ornn. Sven can probably just end up killing the gangplank, but again, that requires him to be really far ahead, so. Let's see. I have never watched any of the games, Twitch chat. I have seen highlight clips, but I do not, like, when I say highlight clips, I mean various clips from the 3 games, but not many. Okay. So 5-point opening for both teams, although it looked like Afreeca was being a little bit more forward on both sides. And if Afreeca gets advantages, it's really nice, but all of their lanes should be able to self-sustain. So all that Spirit needs to do is go for counter and match ganks endlessly, and the onus is really on Cloud9's bottom lane to find a way to get edges out against Afreeca, and then obviously on Svenskeren to just power farm. So Gragas should probably... Okay, god damn it, this ruins my fucking prediction. I was gonna say Gragas should just do something like this. That would be fine, or he could do this. That would all be fine too, because you should assume that Nocturne's gonna do this. That would be fine. Nocturne could also probably do something like this. This would be fine too. And then he can end up recalling, he has nice rubber band, and then it just goes like this. This is all really nice, and then he prays for RNG on Scuttle Crab so that he can get that too. Okay. Okay, so Spirit's actually coming over here. He's getting the Scuttle Crab. Svenskeren eats the Scuttle Crab on the right-hand side. Neglects eating his Wraiths, which is really interesting. And now he comes up and he wants to start the blue. This is really good by Spirit. It's going to end up paying off. Wow. A little bit too much to drink. Huh? No, I mean, the steal and everything, this is really, like, the ward, having everything set up, doesn't hit him with the Q. It had good intention. I do ponder if there's still a way out of this, though. You get to right here. You flash wall. You touch Scuttle. You run up. Lissandra gets to here. Galio taunts. And then your E comes back up. I'm thinking that's the sequence. Sven didn't block E. What? Sven didn't block E. I know that the ECD is too long. What I'm saying here is get to right here, flash wall, touch Scuttle Crab thing, so even when Sven follows you with flash, you have the added MS, right? You run up and north, Galio gets to here, Lissandra tries to come over with the claw, Lissandra can't just flash because Galio W's. Gragas' fat butt gets to like around here or here, and then he E's. I mean, it comes back up before he dies, so that argument just goes right out the window. I'm pretty sure Spirit can live here. Ornn's not even in the picture. Ornn is not in this picture. I know he's feared. Son of a periwinkle Twitch chat, stop! Right here, flash. Right here, he's not feared. Get here, flash. What? I don't know why he just concedes dying, though. Although, you can make the argument that his flash is more important than Svenskeren's, because Sven... Like, if Sven flashes right now, he doesn't need his flash, because he's not intending to gank, except with his ultimate being up. And yeah, Spirit clearly looked panicked in his movement. Like, running to Galio... I mean, here's another thing. He can... I want to watch this one more time. If he can make it to here in E, that would be even better. If he can make it to Galio... Because Galio has first coverage. If he can make it to Galio, it's fine. Yeah, we're moving on from this. Oh, Afreeca finally did something good in bottom lane. Zeyzal handshake a trade that they couldn't win. And then they end up getting all of the summoners. I mean, it ends up being all summoners traded. Now, this can be really good for Nocturne, once Nocturne's level 6. But Spirit also still has his flash. We hit 7K. Thank you guys for all being here. If we hit 8K, we break my record. My record was 7,900 without a host. Okay. So at this point, Keen is not actually accruing the type of CS advantage that he would probably like. He does have the added gold that he gets by being Gangplank. Whoa. What was that reaction? Look at this. Look, play this in normal speed. Watch how slow they are to react to Nocturne coming out of the brush. Hello? What the fuck? What is going on? Wow. That their reaction was so slow. I'm pretty sure they can do this without needing Gangplank. Like, without needing Gangplank's ult, they can make Sven want to flash. And they can save Gangplank ultimate. Well, that's really, really, really sad. And then you can see that Galio was moving down as well. This is really, really sloppy play by Afreeca. They got jet lagged in their own region. Keen is stuck in Elo Hell. Gragas looking like he's looking for a match gank because you probably anticipate that Sven's about to get 6. You know that, yeah, he just got 6. Yeah, this is beautiful by Spirit. This is such good play. And it doesn't matter because why was too what? Hold on. This was really good by Spirit, but the execution. What? No, Spirit's play is fucking good. Why is Tushin where he is? I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to bait Shen-Yi. But the thing is that Gragas is there because he assumes Sven to be there with ult. So if you know that, then Gragas or Tushin should not walk up that far. This is another example of Spirit having really good intentions in the early game, but the laners are like consistently letting them down. Licorice is doing a really good job this game, keeping up in CS against the Gangplank. Gangplank also, I'm curious like how much they suspected GP. Wow, that was really good. He stole his oil. Keen forgot that Licorice is an American. Don't ever put a barrel of oil in front of him. Oh man. Oh, Licorice is Canadian? Ah, shit. Okay. So at this point, all the lanes have priority for Cloud9, which is really, really unfortunate because this looks like a team fight is brewing. They do have Galio available. They don't have Gangplank. Doesn't really matter. Kuro ends up getting the blue. Okay. Good intention by Licorice, but execution not really there. Whoa. Wait, is it Ning? Is that Ning's Gragas? Is that who I'm looking at right now? Gragas. Ends up being ultimately a really good turn by Afreeca. Oh, whoa. Does he get out? Wow, Sneaky didn't get the auto attack. He ends up turning it around though and getting a kill onto Kramer. Got the shutdown on Kramer. Sneaky's continuing to do really good in the CS department, but obviously we didn't get to watch the entire wave. Very, very sloppy by Gragas. That was a good flash out by Kramer. Nice turn. They should have just been content with that. Continuing on is really bad. They should have been content with their kills, and then Gragas just simply goes and eats this, recalls. And then after the recall, you can probably path right back down into bottom because you know that Nocturne's going to go to his red. And then after Nocturne goes to his red, you know that he doesn't have his ult available to him. You can probably just get the Ocean Drake, even though it's really bad. But the reason that I'm not suggesting that he eats these two camps then goes onto the left-hand side is because there's no reason to be on the left-hand side. Nocturne can't go top, Gangplank's fine, lane is good for Gangplank. So you can just go back down into bottom and hope that the enemy bottom lane makes a mistake. So lots of people are saying to rewatch the fight. Snaky can definitely kill Spirit here. Snaky can 100% kill Spirit. He can kill Spirit, and then he can kill Kramer if Kramer plays the same way. Snaky can't kill 3. I mean, he kills Gragas guaranteed, and then he can kill Kramer. Like, wait, what's the cooldown on Thresh's Flay? Oh, it just got used. I mean, the thing is what? If he flashes like here and tries to kill Tushin and then hits Spirit and kills Spirit and then borks away and kites southwest? Like right here, if he flashes, like the issue is Tushin has hook, right? You also gotta remember Lantern, I get. Ah, man, this is really thin. Okay. So Spirit's now back down in bottom lane. Nocturne's pathing left-hand side. And this is where Nocturne doesn't get so much value. Although that was quite a big minion wave, but they're not going to be able to make use of it. Nocturne's stealing away the Wraiths. And here's the thing. When Nocturne comes in here and sees the Wraiths are still up and red is so far away and Licorice knows that Gragas isn't here, it's so easy for like Svenskaren and Licorice to say, hey, Gragas is bottom. Because he can't be anywhere else. It's so easy to avoid this. That was a really good brush check by Sneaky. I mean, it's so obvious that he's there. Alright, you're dead. Whoa! Oh, fuck! What? You have flash! That was a good stopwatch. I didn't even check his inventory and see it. If stopwatch isn't here, then GP just dies. Oh, man. He should flash there. Ornn doesn't need his flash anytime in the foreseeable future. He just needs his R. They hand off the blue to Jensen. And Keen's going to be able to get out of this. He has flash. Yeah, that's a good flash. That's the direst flash. Do you guys know that the hardest flash in the game is right here? It's right here. That's the hardest flash in the game. It's actually not the direst flash. A lot of people think it's the direst flash. It's not. Okay. So at this point, this is the first game where I guess Afreeca's bottom lane's not getting completely dumpstered. They have priority rotation on top. This is all fantastic for them. Gangplank gets to go into the long lane. He gets a wave. He arrived a little bit later than he would have liked because otherwise he could have had a really strong freeze going on down there. But it looks like Cloud9's actually deciding to keep Licorice up in top lane and maybe aim for a team fight into converting it into a Herald usage. Yeah, they're summoning Herald. All Afreeca has to do is concede this, and then let Gangplank continue to scale. Concede tier 1, kill the Herald. This is really bad by Cloud9. That's not a worthwhile usage of Rift Herald. They get the tempo control up in top, but it's not where you want tempo control because Dragon's coming up in 40 seconds. Afreeca, though, was looking to maybe make something happen. Infernal Drake coming up in 3 seconds. Gangplank's really strong here. But this is actually where Cloud9's team composition is strongest. You look at all the items across all the champions, and Cloud9's champs are stronger. This is a very, very unfortunate spot. And Afreeca's most important member just went down. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jensen just died. So, Cloud9 actually got a really, really big win. Let's just rewind, because I don't trust the observers to give us a replay. So right here, they get a really big win. Ultimate's coming out onto Svenskeren. And then they continue to chase them into the jungle, and I think that that's actually a pretty poor choice. You can easily just have Sneaky... Like, Sneaky avoids this. You can have Sneaky go down, because you already have a wave crashed into mid-tier 1. So the enemy team needs to wait on these minions in order to try to do anything with them, but your turret's so healthy that Afreeca is not going to accomplish anything. If you have Sneaky kite down with the rest of the team, you can escort this wave into bottom turret and demand that Kramer actually go like this, and then arrive at the turret, eat the wave, and then you can reset. And then after you end up resetting, you don't have Jensen die, you have Jensen go into the Tribrush, you have him recall, you have him path like this, Svenskeren recalls too, Svenskeren goes to the blue, hands off the blue to Jensen, Jensen comes in, and then not this wave, but the next wave that leaves Nexus, Jensen, after getting the blue, comes into mid lane, pushes that out, Svenskeren shadows behind him, and then they relook to have the fight down in River. And the enemy has to respond to top lane, and then because they don't have a teleport except for on Kuro, it most likely has to be Kuro that responds to this so that he can teleport down to the fight because they can't send Gangplank up to it. That would be better for Cloud9, but they don't do that. They're actually really overly aggressive. And this is actually what's been costing Afreeca a lot in these games. Okay. So Cloud9 gets the... They end up getting the Infernal Drake. If they would lose the Infernal, this would be really, really, really bad. That's so sad. Like, look at Dragon's HP. Right? I think they should have just turned on Sven. Like, he's committed into the pit without flash, and Tushin keeps running at everyone else. Like, yeah, it's nice if you get another kill, but I'm sorry, the dragon is just worth thousands and thousands of gold. So I don't know. That's a really big win for Cloud9 that, in the sense that Afreeca could have punished them so much harder than they did. Now Afreeca goes to the Baron. This looks like a pretty easy Baron. Spirit does have flash. Now it's not looking so great. If they had Infernal, the Gangplank ult probably would have just killed it. Maybe not. But holy shit. Oh, they can lose the game now. Oh, wow. That's a, like, it's a 3-member Baron. Oh, they lose. So this is really weird. Keen thinks he can recall, but Kramer thinks he can't. Why is there such a disparity between teammates? Whoa, wait, Spirit has smite. Wait, I thought he just miss-smited. Oh, no. In a moment like this, you should just smite. Like, if you're gonna go down, you should just smite for HP. Even if you end up losing the Baron, you staying alive and potentially dealing more damage would be a lot better. Oh, man. Sucks to be Korea. Oh, man. Oh, that's so sad to watch. We at least would have gotten a game 4. If Afreeca gets the Baron here, that definitely would have been the end of the game. Keen is stuck in elo hell. Oh, it's so hard to resist. They do not have enough time. So Cloud9's items are accelerated, obviously, because of the fights, the Infernal Dragon, and obviously the Baron Empowerment makes it so hard for Afreeca to stabilize. But they did resist the Baron play, so the game's not over yet. They're down 4,000 gold, and they're down an Infernal, which definitely hurts, because it directly goes with what Cloud9's team composition goal wants to be doing. But Afreeca, if they can hold on like 10 minutes or so, then the game should be even. Even if the gold gap stays at like 5k or something, 5k difference at 35 minutes is virtually nothing. Afreeca has the lead if it gets to that point. Mountain Drake coming up next is actually what Cloud9 needs, because they have relatively poor turret breaking capabilities outside of Ornn Ultimate being up. If they have like all their summoners up, all their ultimates up, and they have a massive gold advantage, then it becomes kind of easy to just like Ornn ult, Lissandra Claw in with Svenskeren ult, and then crack a turret that way by just bursting down a member and then raising the turret. But outside of that, they don't have the greatest time breaking down turrets. So Mountain Drake's actually exactly what they need. And if they can get Mountain Drake and convert into a Baron capture, then it becomes a really big nightmare. Why is Afreeca fighting over Luxury Vision again? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you don't need to be in the middle of the map right now. Yeah, that's not what needs to be happening. You have Scuttle Crab, which means that you... We saw them do this mistake in Game 2. Here, let me pull up Game 2. Where's Game 2? This is the fucking Tushan Alistar thing. What? Yeah, start. Yeah, none of the above. 23 minutes, right? No. Tell me if this looks similar. It's the same fucking thing. It's actually identical. They are advancing towards a position on the map that is not necessary. They're getting fucking nay-rammed. They're being infected. Ah, shit. The fucking nay-ram's getting them. If we hit 8k viewers, someone screen cap it and tweet it at me, because that's a new record. Alright. Let's go back. I think so the team fight unfolds. Keen actually does not go down, and Kramer is just dishing out massive amounts of damage. Jensen goes way too ham. All of Cloud9 are inting. Wait a minute. So Afreeca ints, and then Cloud9 says, no you. Whoa. Oh, this could have been so much uglier. Sven could have went down as well. So that's going to be a tier 1 for Afreeca, and then Mountain. This is the Battle of Throws. This is like watching, whatchamacallit? I forgot what series it was. Was it Genji versus SK Telecom? It was a really long time ago. This is the Game of Throws. Shen Ultimate usage wasn't the greatest. They almost got Keen right at the end there, but doesn't really matter. Mountain Drake going over to Afreeca Freaks. It's not... So, right here, Afreeca is pretty much even now. The gold difference is only 1.5k. Afreeca has good top lane, good bottom lane. Keen has his ultimate and his teleport available. So Afreeca's still in a really, really good spot when you factor in the base scaling and just the item scaling of the champions as well. Everything's actually quite good for Afreeca. Whoa. Whoa, what's going on here? Again, Tushin. He's like, yeah, let's fight. What the fuck, man? Just look at this. Blue side jungle's up for Afreeca. Cloud9 can't just start Baron. They see Cloud9. Tushin's, you know what? Look at this. Look at this fucking paid by Jack. Paid by Jack. Paid by Jack. Completely unnecessary. Tushin. Tushin paid by Jack. Oh man. God, Afreeca is just inting. What the fuck was the Baron start? Oh, man. Alright, here we go. Cloud9 can't be on Baron, yet again. And Afreeca RNG'd beautifully. Like, not RNG'd, like, you know, not... I don't mean like that. I mean, the dragon is coming up really late, which means Elder is not coming up for a long time. Which is the best thing that Afreeca could have hoped for. Because it guarantees more time to scale. Tushin, what the fuck are you doing? I can just tell in how he's clicking. He's like, yeah, I want to land a hook. Why are you fighting? What are they doing? I'm just going to throw this out there that in my last game of Master Promos, Kramer went like 0-10-2 on Swain and griefed me, so I actually don't feel that bad about watching this, so just throwing that out there. Because it looks like Tushin's griefing him about the same way. Oh my god. Oh man. There's nothing for me to even analyze besides saying, like, I mean, I can talk about the team fight, but what's more important and what's a larger error and scarier to me is the fact that Afreeca's even in this position in the first place. Like, just watch Tushin. From the second that he fucking comes around the corner, just watch his face. We're gonna do this in normal speed. Just watch. Watch the fucking Thresh face. Look at this. Oh, he's so hungry. Look at top and bottom. You know Cloud9 can't just start Baron. You know, you don't want Gangplank to get his Guardian Angel? No? You don't want that? Okay. Alright. That's cool. That's nice. You don't want Gangplank to keep scaling? Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. It's nice. Oh, it's really sad. The Nayram. Cloud9 was born in the Nayram. Afreeca is out of their element. They were molded by it, yeah. Okay. So at this point in the game, you can still see that Cloud9 are still being cautious with Baron type stuff. They're going to end up taking down the Ocean Drake. Elder's going to be the next one that spawns, but it still wiles out. And this is why Afreeca should have been willing to be even more patient than they have been this game. Because Cloud9's only out would have taken so long to get to. There was no universe Cloud9 can start the Baron. Because here, let me rewind really quick. See this area? This area, okay? It is so difficult if Gangplank and Galio and everyone's inside of it for Cloud9 to penetrate this. Like, you can have Lissandra stand here and try to claw over the wall or try to claw in here, etc. With Gangplank barrels and Thresh Lanterns and everything, it's all too easy to plant a primary carry in the top lane and then control this area with Gangplank, Gragas, and Thresh. It's so difficult. It's so impossible for Cloud9 to actually start the Baron. And when you do this, bottom lane is so difficult for Licorice to actually apply pressure to, and anytime that Keen has teleport, he's going to be relatively safe even against Nocturne and Ornn in bottom. So, Afreeca's unwillingness to play slower is really, really confusing. Oh, man. That's the end of the game.